there has always been a lot of pressure on PSV when they qualify for the Champions League qualifiers that they have to get to the group stage. But there doesn't seem to be this focus around them this time. And Bosch coming in is new. There isn't that. Whilst PSV fans are confident of making it, there isn't that expectation that they have to do it, and that might make a little bit of difference to them too. I think there's also a similar feeling around Rangers, perhaps, that they would rather drop into the Europa League after what happened last season. PSV are in a place where they want to compete at that level. They want to keep their best players, so the Champions League is going to be important, but there isn't like that. You have to do it, or it's a big kind of misery upon the season. I do believe that PSV are a better team this year. That's why I think it's going to be tougher for Rangers. I did actually say this time last year, I was appearing a couple of, and I said, I think it's 60-40 in the favour of PSV. And had they taken their chances in that return leg at home, they would have gone through, but it wouldn't have been like a high quality showing from PSV, I don't think, in the group stage. Whereas this season, I do think that they will show themselves in a good light, and I think it's a lot more in favour of PSV. I would go as far as 70-30, maybe even 80-20 in favour of PSV this time. So I actually predicted PSV to finish second again. But there's a growing number of Dutch football fans that think PSV may actually now be the favourites to win the league because of the fantastic start they've had. Feyenoord not had such a strong start to the campaign, but I think it shows the growing nature of Dutch football, actually, that Feyenoord and PSV are both getting a lot stronger. Ajax, of course, going for a transitional campaign, and the league as a whole is getting stronger. So whilst PSV might at the moment be the second favourites to win the league, they could actually win the league. I don't know how good the knowledge is of Dutch football fans about how Rangers are getting on. I mean, do we know about Michael Beale, for example, who was so important under Gerrard at Rangers and Villa? He's got his fans and he's got his critics, hasn't he, at Rangers? And I think PSV fans don't realise what a good tactical brain he is. I don't think they've realised quite that he's put those three Eredivisie strikers together, those ex-Eredivisie strikers, Sam Lammers, Ciro Dessers and Danilo. I didn't expect the three of them to play together. And I think when I compare those three strikers who they've signed, I don't know how many of them will get into the PSV starting 11. I think that's where my head's at. And I think that's what Dutch football fans might use to compare it with. Well, I don't think Dessers would start. I'm not sure where Danilo would fit in. At the moment, that's what shows to me that PSV, if they can handle those three strikers, if they play together, the wide play coming from the fullbacks coming up high, then they have every chance of getting through. PSV do have quite a settled-looking front four. I'm not sure where Tillman fits into that. They've got a couple of exciting young players coming through. Isaac Babadi has started the campaign as number 10. Really skillful young player, 18 years old. So Tillman could come in and he could be that starting attacking midfield if Bosch sees him as that. I just don't know if he'll do it straight away. I'm going to go with PSV over the two legs. But I do think the two games will be close. I don't think PSV run away with this. I think the leg at Ibrox is going to be, in Scotland, it's going to be massive. I think that's where PSV want to just make sure that the game is as tight as possible. They could even take a defeat back to the Netherlands. But, you know, if it's a close after the first leg, I think PSV are going to show their quality in the second. So I'll go like on aggregate a 1-goal win. So maybe like a 3-2 over the two legs. But I'm looking forward to it, and I think this will be another couple of legs worth viewing.